I'm back, y'all. Your favorite bad boy, Chuck Acious. And I'm back with my brand new podcast, the Zero Chucks Given podcast, my brand new weekly podcast. And it's been a while. I know you guys missed me. I missed you guys. It's been a while. And it's been about a year since the last iteration of it. And I'd be lying if people weren't blowing me up asking when I was coming back. For a while, I didn't think I was, but there was still that burning sensation inside of me. And I knew I had to come back. It's something that I was passionate about. It was something that I loved. And something that I was probably born to do, if I'm being honest. So, after a lot of deliberation, I kind of came up with what you see right here. My little universe, my little dojo. And I wanted, if I was going to come back, I wanted something that was going to be a lot easier to create content for myself and you guys. And the issue with the last iteration of the podcast, it just took so much out of us to do it weekly. And to do it weekly was the right way to do it, but to do all the setup and, all that jazz, it took a lot out of us and it burnt me out. So to create another podcast, I had to create something that I could easily set up, shoot, get out to you guys. You guys love it. Share with your friends and family. Watch it during Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's Eve, all that stuff. And I think I finally came up with it. Pretty happy. It's fluid. It's going to change. That might be over there next time. And that's okay. One of the issues, again, last time was we were taking it, so serious where everything had to be like in the exact same spot. And it created burnout and it made it really stressful. So with this one, it's fluid. If Mr. Bear over here is over there next week, completely fine with me. It's going to be relax, triple X, ED. And it's going to be shorter. I know some people didn't mind it being 60 minutes last time, 90 minutes, 45 minutes. But I wanted to tighten it up because I wanted to change the format of what I was doing. So I decided to do like 20-25 minutes per weekly episode. That way you could listen to it during a lunch break or on your way to work or in the shower and have me with you. So a little bit easier to digest, a little bit easier to take in, Chuck. And with that, I'm hoping to do like semi-daily shorts, like 5-minute videos about things that are happening like that day that probably couldn't wait till the next week because it just wouldn't be important. There's some stories that need to be kind of spoken about within like 24 hours, and if not, it's dead. So that's where like the shorts are going to come. Or, if something pop-ups that wasn't on the podcast, it's going to be on a short, like 5 to 10 minutes. And that would be, hopefully a little bit more often. But right now, probably, 2 to 3 times a week. But the for sure thing will be the every week. Monday morning, every week, there will be a new podcast. It's going to be in the same places that the last podcast was on. So Apple Music, I think that might take a second, but Spotify, YouTube, the usuals. The link will be in all the bios. So if you follow me on Twitter, which I'm back on. Thank you, Elon. Unbanned, unfiltered. I get to say what I want now. SpaceX, thank you for being a sponsor. Facebook, which is becoming something, changing all that up. If you follow me, I'm switching that over to a certain page. Instagram staying the same, so just check the links in the bio. Enough of that. Enough of just talking about what this new show is about. If you do have any questions, if you're curious about what we're going to talk about, if you're curious, about anything, just ask. Comment below. Right now, we do need subscriptions because I'm starting this page like completely from scratch. The Zero Chucks Given YouTube page, completely from scratch. We're starting with 0 subscribers. So if you're a fan of it, if you're a fan of me, go ahead and subscribe, comment. The interactions go far. The algorithm stuff. So yeah, just keep being active on the page, which helps me out. The more traction I get, the more I do, the more I spice things up. Now let's jump into our first topic. Obviously, the first topic of the first show had to be the elephant in the room. It's been about 2 weeks since it all happened, since our world has been shaken apart, torn apart actually. And everyone's been asking me, how are you and Ye doing? I haven't really spoken to him since, everything happened, since Adidas dropped him. I know this has been hard on our family and his family. I can't say everything that, he did was right, but he's a brother of mine, and brothers stick together. So I'll never condemn him. I don't agree with everything he said, but I also feel like he's misunderstood. We'll talk. We just haven't yet. I know there's a lot of things going on. He needs his space. I need my space. Not the 2005 social media app, but my personal space to kind of go through all my feelings. And it's been rough. So to not get too deep with personal matters, I gotta kind of come around to another issue I had that is kind of a lose-lose for me. I'm stuck in the middle of all this drama. The only person getting hurt is me, because Ye's a brother. I told you, Ye is a brother of mine. And on the other hand is like my father, Adidas, who I've been with since, birth. Worked there, have a relationship with them. And it's like a marriage happened in like 2012. And then it kind of took like a couple years to iron stuff out. And then the shoes started coming out. But initially it was like, oh my God, my brother and my father have married. They're together. And it was a beautiful thing that two things I love the most are joining. They're marrying each other. And it's been heavenly since then. It's been great. What else could I have asked for? And then boom, like a week or two ago, Ye is dropped from Adidas. And that was really hard for me to take, because whose side do I take? Do I take my father's side, or do I take like my brother's side? They're both blood. I can't pick. So what do I do? now we kind of get into like the numbers of it, where Adidas owns, if you don't know, I'll educate you guys. When they signed the deal, Ye got to keep the Yeezy name. That's his thing, Yeezy. But since Adidas was producing it and manufacturing it and designing it, Adidas got to keep like the blueprints, the shoe models, the silhouettes. So he's gone, and now Adidas owns the shoes. So Ye's gonna go somewhere like Skechers if they ever take him back. What he did was a little rough. And then Adidas is gonna sell the Yeezys without the Yeezy name. So like this. Can we get this in focus? There we go. So you'll get this shoe, but it won't have like the Yeezy inside. But Adidas can sell this shoe. No problem. Kanye can't do anything about it. This is Adidas shoe. Even though it's a Yeezy, it's owned by Adidas, so they can do whatever they want. I don't know if I'm gonna buy a shoe like this for, $250 if it doesn't have Ye's name on it. Which kind of leads me into my hot take. I think he's going to go back. Yeah, he's going to go back to Adidas. He's going to go on like an apology tour. And I feel like he'll do a couple of I'm sorry's. Please forgive me, donate. And he's going to... Everyone loves a redemption story, just like in the Bible. And I think he's really gonna... There's too much money on the line, if I'm being honest. There's a lot of people saying that they're gonna jump ship on Adidas because Ye's not a part of it. And they don't want to buy shoes if Ye's name's not on it. So, they're saying $250 million out the window for the fourth quarter. I think that's low. But if you go off those numbers, that's $1 billion for the year. And with seeing how many people are jumping ship, it could be a lot more money than that. So Nike won't take him back. They just dropped Kyrie Irving. Puma, Reebok, no, they don't have. They're starting over, so I don't know if they could try to get that height, but I don't think so. It's going to have to be like some Chinese company that just doesn't care about anti-Semitic remarks. But I think eventually he'll come home. If he'll blame it on mental illness or whatever. Sorry, donate some money. I think he'll be back. As for like me and like my shoe collection, a lot of people have been asking me, like, Chuck, Acious, are you going to sell your shoes and become a millionaire? And I had to sleep on that, because do I put, money over loyalty and family? I don't think I do. That stuff doesn't... Money is not important, man. It's a freaking construct of like the patriarchy, and I don't know why. It's something I'm passionate about. I own it. I have a piece of history. I'm not getting rid of it. Especially if they're not going to make any more. Why get rid of them? So that is that. I'm not getting rid of my Yeezys. Sorry. It's been pretty tough, man. Sorry to kind of dive back into the personal thing, but If you'd like to know anything else about this situation, how I'm feeling going through this, and then what's happening, leave a comment below and just ask me a question, man. If I can handle it emotionally, I'll definitely answer. I would like to educate everyone on what's going on. So if you have any questions, comment below. I'll answer them. The second topic I would like to talk to you guys today about is Aaron Carter passing away. That happened a couple days ago. Another thing that was pretty shocking when it happened. I believe it was Saturday, and I was just chilling, and then my phone just explodes. Notifications. Like, my phone was actually vibrating off the table. I had to jump and catch it before it hit the ground because it was just blowing up and it just vibrated right off the table. And I go and open it, it's just hundreds of text messages. Aaron Carter just died. Aaron Carter just died. I thought I was getting spam because it was all the same message. And I was just like, oh my God. God, no. Why? Why? And it hit me. Aaron Carter died. Not Nick Carter. I thought Nick Carter died. And if you know me, if you actually know me, you know I'm a giant Backstreet Boy fan. Like, the biggest probably. That's someone I go even further back with than Ye. Backstreet Boys have been with me since I was 6. Florida boys right down the street. We just had so much in common. They were kind of like me. Like, I was watching myself up there. That's why it was so monumental for me. Regardless, when I heard the news, I was on my knees looking up at the sky, and I was saying, God, please, why take him? Tears running down my face. And like I said, it hit me, and I was like, oh crap, wrong Carter brother. Duh. Aaron Carter died. Face tattoos and all that stuff. And like I said, it's sad that we lost him, but it wasn't surprising. He was a drug addict. Couldn't kick it. And I've been seeing him on podcasts talking about how I've been clean for 48 months, and I haven't touched a pill or a needle in 3-4 years. Bull. I didn't believe it. I didn't think he was gonna die. I just thought he was one of these guys that are just gonna be hooked on drugs for the rest of his life and throw his life away. His family didn't want any part of him because he was making life hell. And after someone dies, they're like, they were getting their life together, and I hope so. But from the footage I saw, I was like, fuck, he's bad, he's messed up. Poor guy. But I just wanted to give him a little tribute because he's a part of the Backstreet Boy familia. He's a Tampa boy, and it sucks that he couldn't kick it, man. And I pray for anyone that does have that issue that they can kick it, because it's not a pretty thing. It's not cute. It doesn't make your family happy. And dying sucks, man. Trust me. First-hand experience, man. Dying sucks. Not everyone can come back. So, R.I.P. Aaron Carter, not Nick Carter. The third and final topic. Have you guys ever had a dream that felt so real? It felt so real that it kind of stayed with you well after you woke up, days after you've awakened. I had one recently, and I was saving it for the podcast because I wanted to talk to you guys about, share that with you back and forth. And it was a few weeks ago, I had a dream, And it started off with my band sound checking for our performance at When We Were Young festival in Vegas. It's been a while since we've been playing together. It was more of like a reunion thing. So they brought us back. Tons of buzz. And like I said, we were sound checking. And the band that was sound checking right after us came in early because they wanted to see us. And, you know, we were up there slaying ass. Just chef's kiss. Perfect stuff. So as we're done, we're getting off stage. And boom, right there. Just boom, walks through the lights. The curtain, everything. Who else could it be besides the one and only Nickelback? So Nickelback was sounds checking after us. I was shocked that they even knew who we were. So according to our manager, they showed up early, a little bit early, to hear us. I guess some are fans of our work, and Chad Kroeger definitely knew a few songs. I was shocked that he even knew who we were, let alone he knew some of the songs. I guess he was a fan. But dude, he was the coolest guy ever. And all that to be said, man, we spoke for like 10 minutes about each other's bands, kids, all that stuff. And I don't get all the hate for Nickelback. All that to be said. I don't get the hate for Nickelback. Super cool. Besides me being biased and being a fan of their work, or being a fan of who they are, their work speaks for themselves. Like, what other band slays ass, writes ballads, gets on the radio, tours stadiums, rips it down, and just, I don't get it. I don't get where the hate's from. I mean, it's just the cool thing, I guess, and everybody wants to be cool. But Nickelback rocks, especially Chad Kroeger. That's who I wanted to kind of single out, man. He was the sweetest freaking dude. Normal, like super normal. Like, I know he's like a giant, like the biggest rock star in the world, but he was so cool, man. Then I woke up, but then I was like, was that a dream? Because it was too real. It's almost like I had a glimpse into the Matrix. Maybe this is a dream. And what I was going through in that dream was reality. And Chad Kroeger's a close friend of mine and is a big fan of my band. So maybe that's the real world. Maybe I'm like POD and I'm dreaming awake, which I think is the name of that song. Who knows? They weren't there for my sound check, so they can screw off. Hopefully I have another dream where we're playing in the 2023 When We Were Young festival, and we're sound checking and Creed comes and checks us out. I have a feeling me and Scott's staff could really knock it off and be like real big bros. We're both Florida boys. We could talk about freaking our parties in Gainesville and going up and down the road and just having a great time. So here's fingers crossed. Question for you guys. Have you had any dreams that you've woken up from and you're like, I don't think that was a dream. I think that was something more. I think that was the Matrix kind of giving me a glimpse into the reality. Comment below and let me know if you've ever been there. Maybe we can share the Matrix together. I think that's the end of the first episode, guys. What you think? I would love to hear everyone's thoughts about the first episode. Like I said, it's fluid, guys. You know, the format might change. You know, we might try some new stuff. We might take stuff away, add stuff. You know, it's a work in progress. It's episode number 1. And but I still would like to hear everyone's thoughts. Let me know if you enjoyed it. I'm always down to hear what you didn't like. Those are the real ones. Besides the people that just want to give an opinion just to hear themselves. But if you have a genuine like critique, I would love to hear it. Maybe I say or so, or too much, I can't help that. But if there is something I can help, let me know. I'd love to hear it. We'll be back next week, Monday morning, every week. So anytime you want your little fix of Chuckacious, Monday mornings. Take me in the showers with you. Take me to work with you. I want to see what you do. Or fall asleep to me. Have me in the bed with you, right next to you, hearing my voice. Regardless, I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I thank you, our production team. Thanks you. The people behind the scenes, executive producer Samuel Sanders, financial backer Elon Musk, Fox News, all the people that helped make this happen. We all thank you. And we can't wait to see you next week on Zero Chucks Given. I'll see you guys later. Peace.